Hello everybody, StarCraft here for a PvZ between Mouse's Hasu spawning as the red Protoss down here in the bottom left and Liquid's Zenio spawning as the blue Zerg up here in the right. Now this is a game from the IEM, also known as the Intel Extreme Masters, which was a pretty recent tournament held in Singapore. Pretty sweet tournament. They're pretty good at putting their replays out there. So that's why I love them over in Singapore. Liquid Zenio, he is a South Korean player, a member of Team Liquid. I don't really know too much about him. He used to be a Warcraft 3 player. Apparently there's a lot of controversy between him and Idra because he gave some weird hand gesture or something, and Idra's just like, so angry, because he's always angry because he loves to be angry because it gives him attention. And who doesn't love attention? Definitely not Idra. And apparently, I don't want to get things too pumped up and then have a terrible game, but apparently this is a pretty sweet game. It's got a pretty high rating, so hopefully it'll be pretty epic. And it is pretty recent as well. Mouse Hasu, he is a German player, has blonde hair, he's an Aryan brother. No, he's not. And I don't really know too much about him either, but he is known for his micro, especially his Blinkstalk micro, and he loves to use High Templars over Colossus, which I think is awesome, because yeah, Colossus are pretty boring to use, to be honest. Just kind of attack click and then they laser beam everywhere. But High Templars, like Hasu has stated, you know, it's fun using feedback and storm, stuff like that. But this is a tournament, so you know, keeping it real, he's probably going to go for the more OP unit, which is usually Colossus against Zerg, as he drops down the Forge. Very weird building placement here. Usually when you Forge Fast Expand, you'll want to put your Forge there to defend this base. So, I don't know what he's doing. But it is kind of interesting when you see different build placements and see how they work out. So we'll see if it works out for him. He is probably just assuming here, as he hasn't scouted that Zenio isn't going for any 6-pull cheese or anything, because then he would be absolutely screwed right now. I see that quite a lot with Protoss, just kind of, or Terran, just to kind of assume and go for a fast expand, or Forge fast expand, but that one is definitely not your average Forge fast expand. So yeah, if there was more cheesy 6-pulls, I feel like Zerg would be even more OP. Not that they need it. Anyway, Zenio is going to be taking his second base there. And do we have a hectic probe chase going on over here? Yes, we do. Although one Zergling, I feel like this probe is going to be able to get away. So yeah, here comes this Overlord. He's just taking it easy, man, as Overlords always do. The laziest unit by far in StarCraft 2. And we see Hasu taking his double gas at the exact same time there. Pretty standard stuff so far, except for this build. Looks like he is going to go for a wall in here, kind of unorthodox wall in here. I guess he's going to drop his cyber core right here. No, he's going to drop it there. So there is still a huge gap here. Maybe he's going to put another gateway there or something like that. And Zenio is going for his third base, so playing a heavy macro style, getting that in around the 430 mark. So hey, potential for a pretty epic game here indeed. Hey bro, how you doing? How you doing? Getting spawn lobbies on time? Good on you, man. Good on you. Nice, beautiful green eyes you have there. Excuse me, sorry, that queen just took away my breath with her beauty. This cyber core will be finished up pretty soon. Is opting to use his chrono boost on his probes. Pretty standard here, as you want to saturate that mineral line as soon as you can. This probe, man, he's going crazy. He's having a great time just doing a dance there. And so he is going to use his gateway to a wall in here. So finally getting his wall in done. At the same time, Zenio is just going to be pumping out drones and a few linglings and getting his Overlord out. And he has a Robo on the way. So much for your love of High Templars, bruh. Looks like you are probably going to end up going with the Colossus tech there. As he grabs his third gas, gets the Warp Gate technology in. Creep tumor already starting to spread on out. Another beautiful, beautiful unit. Not really a unit, but beautiful thing in the Zerg arsenal. Gets spawn larvae down, although it's already on 26 energy, so maybe he missed one there, or he's just going to come back and spawn larvae this bad boy. Come back! Come back! What are you doing, Queen? Just chilling, taking it easy, I guess. I mean, they do usually work pretty hard. Definitely harder than Overlords. These guys are just going to be having a little gossipy sesh around the Zalnaga Tower. Always a good place for a little gossip. And yeah, so far both players doing pretty standard things, kind of sitting back, turtling up. Observer is going to be on the way, getting 2 observers, so that's kind of unusual. Usually you get an immortal after that first observer, but hey, he wants to have good looky-loo, see what's going down. He only has the 1 forge at the moment. What I like to see, or what I like to do, but I'm terrible Protoss player, but I have seen pretty awesome Protoss players do in the past, is just get that double forge super early, because as Protoss you can get those upgrades in a lot quicker than your Zerg or your Terran, and hey, they really do add up. And Hasu going for a pretty early 3rd base here, so playing heavy macro style, taking that 3rd around the 8.5 minute mark. And here comes the Immortal. Where is this bad boy rally to? All the way over here. Guess he wants to be defending that 3rd. That was totally unnecessary zoom in there. Slings are going to be on the way. Right now Zenio's army supply is quite a bit higher, but I guess he could probably harass this 3rd here if he does he know it's there? No, he doesn't. So, you know, he's probably not expecting a 3rd to be taken so early, so probably not going to harass that. If he knew it was there though, he probably would. A few Lings just going to be going in, trying to keep these units, clean up these units. All those force fields are very good against Lings and Roaches. Right now is getting the 1. I think the 1 attacks are already done, and yeah, Zerg player also getting a bunch of upgrades, upgrading to a lair finally. But he still has 0-0 on the upgrades there. I do believe he's getting 1 attack and getting another Evo chamber. Oh, I think that just finished, so he'll be getting double upgrades pretty soon. Drop down some more gateways and some cannons, trying to save this base. He has scattered the 3rd, so he is going to be moving in now, trying to apply some pressure. So finally we're going to have a bit of an engagement here, but Hasu's warping in some more units. He should be able to deal with this. Army supply is pretty much identical, and you know, force field's very good against Lings. And if you can keep those Immortals alive without getting the surround, they are just going to be one shot in these bad boys all day. At the same time, his Observer just having a sneaky little scout. So Zenio is going to be bailing out there and decides to drop a 4th instead, while he kind of tanks up his army. At the moment getting in more Roaches. Going to go standard Roachling and Aspires on the way, as well as Twilight Council and the Colossus tech there. So yeah, both players definitely going for the late game at this stage. I hope a Stargate gets built soon and a Mothership comes along, because any game with a Mothership is instantly an epic game. I'm sorry, but that's just the rule. The 4th is almost going to be done, and these drones are already there. Long distance mining burrow on the way, as well as a bunch more upgrades. What's he sitting on at the moment? Still 0-0, although 1 should be done. 1 attack should be done pretty soon. And does he have the double forge yet? Getting in the blink tech. Is he just known with his micro? Well, for his micro, his blink micro, according to Liquipedia. So we'll see. We'll see. 2 robotics facilities. So yeah, really digging the Colossus at the moment. Still only on the 1 forge, which is a bit sad to see. I know, double upgrades are so good as Protoss. So if Protoss player out there, pro tip, get 2 forges. Just do it every single match. Just do it. Even if you're 4 gating, you want your 2 forges. No, you don't. But here is Zenio, who is way ahead on the worker supply, almost by about 20 drones, but behind on the army supply just slightly, although he is on 4 bases. But it's okay. It's okay to have 3 bases going up against 4 bases if you are Protoss. And he is going to be trying to have a little bit of scout here. Realizes that his lings aren't going to do too much. I like this wall in here from Hasu, kind of barricading in his nexus with a whole bunch of gateways instead of popping them in his main like you normally see. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool thing to do if you have a third. The Colossus have arrived, and he is chronoing out Thermal Lance and the 2 attack. I think he's on 1-1 at the moment. Yes, he is. And he is going to be moving out here. And let's have a look at the supply again. He is ahead, so he could do some damage here. Especially with those force fields. Definitely break up these lings. And right now, those would just melt away to the giant laser beams that come out of the Colossus. So yeah, let's see what's happened. Oh, he may engage here. Maybe I'll trap. No, he doesn't trap any lings. He's going to be setting up a forward pylon, so we could see him moving out. So far though, Zenio has not taken a 5th base, which is kind of odd. You usually see a 5th base by now when you're playing such a heavy macro style. But hey, we'll probably see one pretty soon. As the Hive is on the way and Corruptors to deal with those Colossus, as well as a whole bunch of Spine Crawlers, which, you know, when you're pretty much maxed out, is always a good thing to do. Whoa, look at all those Spine Crawlers, baby. That is definitely a lot. And here comes this little death ball of Zerglings, although I feel like the unit composition is definitely favoring Hasu at the moment, especially once this Thermal Lance gets done. This 3 attack. Get a warp. Oh, and here comes the Stargate. Oh yeah, please build a fleet beacon. I do want to see a mothership. So yeah, he's probably just waiting for these upgrades to be done before he moves on in. Corruptors will be done though pretty soon to counter these Colossus. So hey, maybe a good time to move in. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm talking about. But he is going to be moving in here, as he is pretty much maxed out. What's this up here? Is that a single ling being chased by a Zealot? Man, you are definitely not fast enough. You better head on back to the army. And he is going to be just scouting out there to see if there's a 4th. Sees that there's no 4th, so that's probably going to make him kind of happy. Right now there are so many warp gates on the field, and oh, is he going to engage? Nice blink there, so his army can get a slight bit of concave, but no, he's going to be running away. And one handy thing about lings is they're so goddamn mobile. Is getting the greatest spies, so Broodlords are going to be on the way. Probably one of the most OP units in the game. He's going to be clearing up a few of these creep tumors, trying to hold off the spread. Still no 4th though for Hasu. And Gravitic Drive is here, so War Prism Harass definitely viable. What's that? Is that War? No, that's the Zealot there getting cleaned up. Where is that War Prism actually? Oh, he's going for a 4th. So if he can hold this, he will be on equal basis with the Zerg, which, you know, is not usually a good thing for a Zerg player. Is that the War Prism? Oh yeah, here we go. Do you guys just want to follow this bad boy? See it, just see it in action. Dun 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 dun, warping in, dropping some zealots on your hive, and then I'm gonna warp in some more units, or I'm just gonna bail. No, I'm gonna warp in some more zealots. Zealots will be able to take the spine crawler here. So far, I don't think he's gotten any workers. Oh, 2 worker kills. Oh, where is the backup? Going to town on these drones right now. The spine crawler is going to take out. Finally, he decides to bail his drones. Could have just borrowed those. Oh, because I don't think there is an observer. At the same time, he's going to be moving in with his death ball here into the giant wall of spine crawlers. So he decides to bail there. Although, oh my god, these elves have done so much damage. 17 worker kills so far, and they do have the 3 attacks. So they're just slice and dice those bad boys all day. Although the lings are here to deal with it, and those are some zealots shitting their pants. He's going to go for the spawning pool right now, although I don't think he's going to be able to get it in time. No, he's not. And Zenio just manages to save a spawn pool there. Charges on the mama ship. Oh yeah, I love mama ships. Every game is epic with a mama ship. And looks like he's building it here. Chronoing out as it takes about 1 million years to warp in? I don't know, to be built. And yeah, prepare for some hectic epic mothership play and lots of lag, because motherships are so epic that they just make everything lag. And everybody loves lag. These infestors are on full energy though, so they are going to be pretty strong. Neural Parasite has not been learnt, although it is about to be learnt. And Broodlords are on the way as well as Mothership. Both players maxed out, so yeah, this is going to be some pretty epic battle. Hopefully Vortex is going to come into play. That's always sweet to see. Both players still on 4 bases, although Zenio is finally going to be taking his 5th down here. And so is Hasu, spoke too soon, about to drop a Nexus down here, as he is floating on almost 4,000 minerals. That's a lot of minerals with Protoss. You could be dropping cannons like it's hot all day, or just, you know, sending in zealots, constantly harassing. Sadly, that is not a war prison though, just an observer. And I like this observer use here. He's kind of able to see ahead of time when Zenio is going to be moving in with his army. He can see these links running down to the 5th base down here right now, although he has not dropped a Nexus here. But here comes the army to clean this up. So yeah, those observers, very handy. Right now he's getting a whole bunch of Broodlords, and if we look at the unit composition, both players maxed out. Broodlord infest roaches, pretty standard maxed out army there with the Hive Tech. 4 Colossus is getting in a High Templar, and is learning, or has learnt Storm? I don't know. Have you learnt Sturmra? Finally got the double forge. Oh, no, hasn't learnt Storm yet. You should probably learn that though if you're getting in 1 High Templar. Oh, and there is going to be a drop here from Zenio, returning the favor. Going to be cleaning out these probes here. Although this base is already pretty much mined out. Where is the backup? Why isn't he warping in anything? What is his army busy doing? Just kind of ignoring this. Oh, the mothership is here. And oh, we're about to see the epic battle take place. But these Lings are going to town on all of his tech. So he is going to have to warp in some things to deal with this. Finally managed to warp in a bunch of zealots. At the same time, Zenio is going to be harassing his 5th base here. Although he does have... he could build so many cannons here if he wanted. Finally, he's going to pop some more up. Realizing that, hey, cannons are pretty handy at dealing with harassments like this. Oh, these infested Terrans are very brave and are going to be taken out almost away. Fungal on the observer there. Nicely done. Force fields though, I'm going to be denying that. And this mothership, man, does not have enough energy yet for a vortex or a mass recall. So he probably is just going to be holding out here. Although these Broodlords are putting a bit of pressure on these cannons. Although Zenio is going to be pulling out his army just a little bit. At the same time though, these Overlords are still chilling here. This one does have 3 roaches. And is this a War Prism harass? Yes, it is. 2 Immortals are going to be taking out the Greater Spire. So yeah, you're going to have to get another one if you want some more Broodlords. But at the same time, the 5th is going to be harassed by these roaches here. So constant back and forth from these players with the harassment. Both of them a bit too tentative to go at. Oh, Fungal there, trapping those Colossus. Although they are going to... Oh, another Fungal on those Colossus. Although Fungal, I feel like you probably need 1 million Fungals to kill them. A whole bunch of Changelings just chilling out here. And the Broodlords are going to be taking out these Colossus. Hasu does not want to go in yet. He wants to get his army up first. He does have enough energy for a Vortex finally. And has the 3 attack, 1 armor. Getting in the 2nd armor here. This Forge is completely unpowered. And at the same time, he is not going to be able to take out this Nexus here. Although that kind of harassment is just so annoying to deal with. These observers still pretty solid down here, and this War Prism is just completely chilling. Maybe both players have completely forgot about this. This Spire's on such low health as well. You may want to warp in some stuff, although right now he's probably preoccupied by these Lings running in. Although there are enough Stalkers here to deal with this, so probably slight overreaction, bringing his whole army and his mama ship, and realizes that and moves back out into the middle. So both players maxed out, both players floating a titload of minerals and gas, and another drop going to be coming in for Zenio with a lot of lings. Going to be going for the tech right now. So still hasn't been able to get out Storm, which he should have learned ages ago, and at the same time is going to be harassing this expansion again with more lings. So Zenio doing a real good job of harassment in this game. Is going to take out these warp gates. But there are so many more here that they haven't even been turned into warp gates yet. The Nexus down here does get taken out, and look how many more here there are. So right now, even if those two get taken out, he still has a lot of warp gates. Is going to be going for the Forge, which is so close to getting that shield upgrade, but it will not be, as it does get taken out. At the same time, he has lings here in his third base. Oh man, and Hasu has become supply blocked now, so this harassment is so annoying and really awesome from Zenio, managing to take out heaps of pylons. Really kind of take out there. Even might get the fleet bacon right now, the robotics bay. Oh, and where are the reinforcements, as his whole main has just got completely cleaned up. Probably preoccupied by this epic battle going on right here. Actually, not so epic battle, but hey, he's going to come down here and try and defend one of his last mining bases. At the same time, those Zealots are returning the favor down here. There's so many harassment, so much harassment in this game. Excuse me, Jesus, it's so hard to keep track of everything that's going on. Oh my god. The main army is just kind of going back and forth. These Zealots are probably not going to be able to take out this hatchery down here. Both players on 3-1 at the moment, and this War Prism is still just chilling here. Managed to take out that spy that was on such low health before. And these lings are still here, so yeah, pretty successful harassment, although these stalkers are going to come clean them up pretty soon. And all these overlords are chilling out here in no space. I feel like if Hasu just got a bunch of Phoenix right now, he could just go over there and supply block Zenio so hard. That would be absolutely hilarious. And I think you guys might have noticed, but I'm pretty biased towards Protoss. Just Zerg, man, they're so dirty. Look at them, they're so gross. I don't know if you guys have ever played Zerg. They also have disgusting sound effects. Fungal going down on these Colossus right now, so he can see them. As I don't think he has any overseers here at the moment. No, he does not. So right now he's going against a pretty big invisible ball until he fungals and gets that vision. These lings have burrowed, so they're still there. That's how they survived. And yeah, he has managed to get the 4th base up and running. Not saturated yet though. And just back and forth between these players. Although Hasu has fallen quite a bit behind in the supply. See there, he lost a whole bunch of workers from all that ling harassment. And his army supply is behind as well. This Nexus is going to be on the way. Right now the income is going to be way ahead for Zenio. Only getting 350 minerals per minute for Hasu. So he really needs to keep this army alive right now, as he cannot afford to get another one. Although look at all that gas, man. That is a lot of gas. So he really needs that Temple Archives, which did get taken out. Is going to be getting an Archon. So yeah, although at the same time these Zealots, Zerglings, they're not Zealots, are going to be running away. And here come the Brood Lords, try and take out this Nexus, and this army is completely out of position to deal with it. So it looks like this Nexus will fall, which is pretty sucky for Hasu, because he really needs the income he can hold on to. But it looks like Zerg is just running wild all over the place, and he's having a hard time dealing with it. Here's his Temple Archives, still never managed to get Storm, even though he talks about how much he loves it. This Archon is a total beast though, getting in 10 kills before he finally gets taken out. And Zenio is going to be moving in. Completely took out that 4th. At the same time, all these lings are going to be taking out the 2nd. Oh, and has Zenio won this game that's gone on forever? A whole bunch of Archons are here though. Did the mothership go down? Oh no, not the mothership. Oh no. It's still in the field. It's okay, guys. He still has a chance. He still has his mothership. There it is, just kind of chilling on full energy. Although, oh, that Nexus gets taken out, so he is down to just the one mining base. Oh, which I don't know if that's going to be enough. Zenio has way more supply. He has heaps of gas, but he really has nothing to spend it on. Doesn't even have storms, so this High Templar is coming along for the feedback ride. He's going to feedback these Overseers. Doesn't even need to, as they just get completely owned by those Archons. And he has a nice unit composition here, but hey man, his supply is way behind. Army supply isn't so far behind, as he just has so many less probes than Zenio. Although he is going to be moving in. This could be his final push from Mouse Sports' Hasu, as he cleans up these spine crawls pretty easily. And Zenio is not, not feeling strong enough to engage here, so he is moving out. At the same time, these Lings are just chilling here, although they could go in and just completely take out that base, which is exactly what they do. So Mao's man, he may just run out of all his buildings here if he doesn't watch out. Fungal going down on his army there, and looks like this is going to be the final battle. Go ahead and full screen these bad boys. Fungal, notice how it's going for the Colossus and the Mothership. Nice Fungal there. He does blink back, try and keep the Stalkers alive as much as he can. These Archons, man, aren't really doing much as they keep getting fungaled. So these full energy, or what were full energy Festas, doing heaps of damage. Oh, we're gonna see a Vortex. There's definitely not, oh, there goes a Vortex. Vortexing his own army. Oh, I don't know why he did that, as it would have been nice to get these Broodlords in there for a bit of an Archon toilet. Oh, the Broodlord's gonna go, oh, no they're not. And there is the GG, well played. So a pretty sweet game from these two players. Went on forever. So much harassment, so much back and forth. And then Zenio leaves after having a fun time, just kind of destroying Hasu's army. But yeah, I think what won Zenio the game was just his huge macro, and also his Overlord drops here. Started out just here. At the same time, he was harassing up here. His multitasking was freaking awesome, man. And Hasu, he also had some sweet drops, but he just fell behind, lost all of his economy, and then kind of wasn't able to max up. And that's sadly what lost him there. But I think there was a stage there where he was a bit ahead, where he could have moved in and done some serious damage. But hey, man, StarCraft is a game of time, and then if you don't get it, you don't win. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I certainly did. And I'll see you guys later.